Section 4. Why this habit is worse at night. Men over 55 who do this habit during the day still experience hormonal dips. But at night, it becomes far more damaging. Here's why. 1. Nighttime prolactin is higher, so the testosterone suppression effect becomes stronger. 2. Your body is supposed to be in repair mode, but overstimulation puts it into dopamine chasing mode. 3. It disrupts REM sleep. REM sleep is when testosterone is produced. Interrupting it weakens your hormonal engine. 4. It confuses your arousal cycle. Your brain starts connecting sexual signals with isolation, stress relief, and escape, not bonding, intimacy, or stimulation through touch. 5. It drains the nervous system. Men over 55 already have reduced nerve sensitivity. Overuse, overstimulation makes it worse. Late-night overstimulation is like pulling the plug out of your testosterone generator and then wondering why the lights won't turn on in the morning. If this conversation is speaking to you already, consider subscribing to Healthhub. It supports the channel and helps more men get the honest guidance they deserve. Now let's continue. Section 5. The emotional trap men fall into after 55. Most men don't use this habit just out of desire. They use it because it fills a space. Loneliness, boredom, stress, habit, discomfort, lack of intimacy, insomnia. Your brain begins to associate the habit with emotional relief, not sexual excitement. This rewires your reward system. The more you rely on it, the more your brain believes. This is enough. This is the pattern. This is how we release tension. And testosterone begins dropping because the brain believes it doesn't need to maintain high levels anymore. Your body conserves instead of creates. This is why many men over 55 say, "I don't crave intimacy anymore. I could take it or leave it. I don't feel the same drive." It's not age, it's conditioning. Section 6. How to break the cycle without feeling deprived. Stopping this habit cold turkey rarely works. It creates stress, which increases cortisol and lowers testosterone even more. The goal is replacement, not deprivation. Here are techniques I use with patients. 1. Replace the urge with breathing. Slow nasal breathing releases nitric oxide and reduces cravings. 2. Relax the pelvic floor. A tight pelvic floor sends false signals of arousal. Relaxing it breaks the loop. 3. Create a bedtime ritual. Your brain must learn new associations, relaxation to sleep, not relaxation to stimulation. 4. Reduce stimulation triggers. Light, sound, and isolation all feed the habit. 5. Delay the urge by 5 minutes. Men over 55 experience a drop in compulsive habits by simply delaying. Testosterone rises when the body stops chasing dopamine and starts seeking deeper fulfillment. Section 7. How testosterone rebuilds when you stop the habit. When men reduce this habit, especially at night, something remarkable happens. 1. LH spikes. Your body starts signaling the testicles to produce testosterone again. 2. Dopamine baseline rises. You feel calmer, more focused, more confident. 3. Nitric oxide increases. Circulation improves. 4. Prolactin drops. Your hormonal brakes are lifted. 5. The pelvic floor relaxes. Erections become easier and stronger. Some men begin feeling changes within 3 days, others within 2 weeks, but almost every older man improves. Your body wants to produce testosterone. You just have to stop blocking it. Section 8. A simple 7-day plan to reset testosterone. Here is the routine I give men over 55 in my clinic. Night 1 through 3. Delay and replace. When the urge comes, delay for 5 minutes. Use nasal breathing and pelvic drop. Nights 4 through 5. Redirect. Replace the habit with a relaxing ritual. Warm shower, stretching, soft music, breath work. Night 6. Break the pattern. Change your environment. Do not lie in bed scrolling or waiting. Night 7. Reflection. Notice energy, mood, firmness, sleep quality. Men often report stronger morning wood, deeper sleep, more confidence, less brain fog. That's what testosterone recovery feels like. If tonight's conversation opened your eyes to a habit you didn't realize was hurting you, tell me in the comments. You're not alone, and you're not broken. You simply formed a pattern your brain adapted to, and now your body is asking for a healthier one. If you'd like more videos like this about hormones, vitality, recovery, and natural strength, subscribe to Healthhub so you never miss out. I'm Dr. Thomas Carter. Take care of yourself tonight and keep choosing a stronger tomorrow.
Gentlemen, today we're talking about something quiet, something private, something most men over 55 do without thinking, but it slowly chips away at your testosterone, drains your energy, weakens your drive, and steals your vitality. And the worst part? Most men think this habit actually helps them relax. They think it relieves stress. They think it helps them fall asleep. They think it has no consequences. But after 30 years working with men your age, I've seen this one habit lower testosterone more reliably than diet, age, or even lack of exercise. I'm Dr. Thomas Carter, and today I'm going to show you the private habit that drops testosterone without you realizing it. Why men over 55 are more vulnerable to its effects. How it weakens your body's hormonal engine. What it does to your prostate and pelvic floor. And how to replace it with something that restores your masculinity instead of draining it. This is a conversation that takes honesty and courage. But once you hear the truth, you'll understand why so many men feel older than their age, even when their blood work looks normal. Let's begin. Section 1. The habit every man over 55 does, but no one talks about. I'm talking about late-night overstimulation. Not intimacy. Not healthy release, but the repetitive, isolated stimulation that men use when they're stressed, when they're bored, when they can't fall asleep, when they feel restless, or when they need a quick hit of dopamine. Older men often rely on this habit more than younger men because sleep becomes harder, stress builds, life becomes quieter, and physical intimacy may be less frequent. The problem is this: your brain was not designed for repeated, isolated stimulation without emotional context or physical bonding. When men over 55 engage in this habit frequently, their body misinterprets it as false reward, false arousal, false bonding, and false completion. It drains testosterone because the brain believes the job is done, repeatedly, artificially, and without reproductive purpose. Your hormonal system becomes confused. Testosterone drops. Your body shifts into a cycle of depletion instead of creation. Let me explain exactly how it works. Section 2. How this habit lowers testosterone from the inside out. Most men think testosterone production depends only on age. Not true. It depends on signals. Signals from your brain, nervous system, and emotional environment. When you engage in private overstimulation, especially late at night, your brain goes through these changes. 1. Dopamine spike. Instant drop. The quick reward surges dopamine, then crashes it. Chronic crashes lower your baseline motivation and energy. 2. Prolactin release rises. Prolactin suppresses testosterone production. High prolactin equals low testosterone. Older men have naturally higher prolactin, so this habit amplifies the problem. 3. Cortisol rises. Cortisol is the stress hormone that steals the raw material your body needs to make testosterone. 4. Luteinizing hormone decreases. Luteinizing hormone is the hormone that tells your testicles, make testosterone. If the signal drops, the factory slows down. 5. Nitric oxide declines. Low nitric oxide means weak circulation, weak erections, and poor arousal. The more frequently men over 55 engage in this habit, the more these hormonal shifts become permanent. That's why so many men say things like, "I just don't feel like myself. My drive is lower. My energy is fading. I'm not as confident." This habit is draining your hormonal battery. Every night, quietly, consistently, predictably. Section 3. What it does to your prostate and pelvic floor. Most men don't realize the pelvic floor plays a bigger role in testosterone than they think. Private overstimulation tightens the pelvic floor muscles repeatedly. Over time, those muscles become overactive and tense. When the pelvic floor is tight, it restricts circulation, compresses nerves, irritates the prostate, reduces erection strength, and interferes with healthy hormonal signaling. Imagine trying to grow a plant with squeezed soil. The roots can't expand. Your pelvic floor is the soil of your reproductive system. If it's tight, nothing grows well.